Do some potato squares, and we're gonna fry it all up. And so give me a second, and we'll get ready. We'll get going. All right. So you got your chicken breast. Check this guy out. Yeah. Now what do we do with? What the heck do you do with this? If you're gonna pan fry that, look how fat that guy is. He's fatter than me. Yeah, you don't think so, but he's fatter. He's so fat. If you try to pan fry this, you're gonna burn the outside, and the middle's gonna be not even cooked. So what do? So here's a little trick. This works for pan frying. So take your chicken breast and you just kind of cut it like that and cut little slices in it. Nobody's going to tell. Nobody's going to care. And you make it bigger. Check that out. See how I'm kind of just slicing it up, put little slices in it? Now look at that. My chicken breast now is a big old breast. Put it down on the others we've done. Good deal, huh? Now, our potatoes are simple too. What I've done is I peeled all the skin off of these Yukon Golds. See these guys here? And all you do is you slice them. See this? Try not to cut your fingers off. You don't want to cut your finger off, you look funny. Actually, I worked with a guy who only had 9 fingers. Yeah! He called 9-Finger Jack. It's very weird. Very weird person. But that's okay. So there, make little squares. See those squares? And we're going to fry all this up and make us some good food. Alright, so what I've done is I put a little olive oil in these guys. And then this is what your chicken's going to cook in. Now, chicken breast doesn't have a whole lot of flavor, so we got to make some flavor. That's a little too much oil, so I'm going to put more oil over here with the potatoes.
Because it have oil after it anyway.
A little more oil over there. Alright, so then we check that out. Okay. This is rosemary. So put some rosemary in there. And your chicken's going to fry on that rosemary. It's going to pick up that nice flavor. It's got lots of oil, rosemary oil. Yeah, rosemary's got oil. You know that. You could milk a rosemary. And then when it's cooking, we're going to put butter and thyme on it. We got some thyme here. This one is our potatoes. This one we're going to dump it in there. And they're going to fry. But they're not going to fry too quickly. But they're going to fry quickly. Because that didn't make any sense that I just said, did it? Okay. Alright, so here's our chicken. Okay. We've kind of, I don't know what you really would call that. We've kind of filleted it out. Made it flatter. Now we're going to put it on here. And this, you want this hot. Oh, look at that. It's like Colonel Sanders popping at the grill, right, baby? Alright, here we go. And always try to lay it away from you so it doesn't spray all over you. Okay, and the problem is I don't have a lid. What do you do? Oh, look here, Reynolds wrap. We'll make a lid. Look at that. Oh, better turn the fan on. Alright. Now that's going to cook up like that. And let it go for a while. Let it cook up real nice. We'll flip it. We'll put butter and thyme on it. But right now, here's the fun part. Got our potatoes. We're going to put these puppies in the oil. Now be careful here because this goes spray. Oh yeah. Any water, any liquid, it's going to burn you. Okay, you got those in there? You can even put a little bit of salt in there if you want. Now the people I cook for, they don't like salt. Salt, okay. So look at that. Look at that going. Isn't that nice? Look at these guys burning. Fry these puppies up. Whoop. Go back in. Seriously, there's like a 5-second rule when you're cooking. If it falls out on the burning surface for less than 5 seconds, just throw it back in, let it cook. You're good. Okay, look at these puppies going. Nice, aren't those? Alright, let those guys fry up a bit, and we'll come back in a sec. Okay, so what goes with the chicken and potatoes? Well, you gotta have some kind of green leafy vegetable, right? So what you could do is you can go to the market and get yourself like a head of lettuce. What the hell's going on? Head of lettuce, and then some, I don't know, croutons and some salad dressing and some Parmesan cheese, and make yourself a Caesar salad. And it would probably take a while and be kind of a pain in the butt. Or do what I do. Get it in a bag! Because you know what? It's easy. So you chop the bag open, pull this thing out. It's like pulling out the heart out of the thing. Dump your lettuce in there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nice. And nobody has to know that you got it out of a bag. You just throw this away and nobody cares. It's like, oh my God, you made such a nice salad. Yeah, I know. Because I'm really good. I'm cool. Everybody thinks I'm a great cook. Yeah, so check it out. There's the Croutons, the Croatians. And here we got some cheese of some kind. And look at this. Look at this. We've got some flavor packet. And that like makes some flavor in it. And that's cool. And then here's your salad dressing. It all comes in this. Isn't that great? And it's like $2.50. It's so much easier than buying a head of lettuce, chopping it up, and getting all your crouton and crap. Look at that. Look at that. And there's your salad. Nice, huh? Good. All right, so cameraman Charlie, he doesn't like the Caesar salad. He likes kale with lemon juice on it. And this is so easy. So you go to the market and you buy a thing of kale. Okay, and you do this, people are going to think you're so healthy. Oh, you're so healthy, he's eating kale. Oh my God, oh, it's so wonderful for you. Even the doctors, they're like, oh, Charlie eats kale. Oh my God, it's so wonderful. It has iron, crap. And Charlie's so healthy. But no, it's kale, and he likes his kale. And he actually likes the lemon. That's what he likes more than anything else. So you wash it out. Okay? And then you just rip it. Rip little pieces off. Okay? So I'm ripping the kale. Rip the kale. Rip the kale. Rip the kale. Come on, baby, rip the kale. Bad thing. Rip more kale. Oh, God. Give me kale. I gotta rip my kale. Yeah, that's got a booger on it. Okay, rip the kale. Rip the kale. We're all into ripping kale. Ripping kale. Rip more kale. Alright, that's good enough. So here's Charlie's little plate of kale. Alright, then what you do, check this out. Grab yourself a lemon. See this? Lemon. Wash it off. Grab a knife. Don't do this at home because, ew, there's like a booger on there. We got boogers on our cooking utensils. Okay, don't do this at home because you can cut your hand. I have lots of experience with this because, well, I was a latchkey kid. Check that out. Chop it up. Now, if there's any seeds at the top, just kind of rip them off like that. Pop them out. Okay. Then you squeeze it on there. Okay. You get your lemon juice on. The rest for Charlie to eat. Got it? All right. Going back to the chicken. So here we're coming back to the potatoes. Now look at these guys. Cooking up nice and brown. That's what we want. We want these to be cooked. You don't want them to turn into like baked potatoes. If you don't fry them at hot, they're going to turn into like a baked potato. You got a bunch of little square baked potatoes that you try to put your fork in and they just mush out and people are going to look at you like you don't know what the hell you're doing. So keep them going, just keep them frying in this hot stuff. Now let's go over here to Mr. Chicken. Alright, here we got the chickens. Look at that. Okay? We need more heat. What do those look like? What do they look like? Little ghost chickens or something. It's like, really? Okay, if you served that, people would look at you and be like, nice, but I didn't want an albino chicken. Okay, so we got something going on the bottom there? Alright. You let that go without the top on it, it's going to start boiling out. So, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to flip them right now. So just flip these guys over. So they're a little bit brown. Okay, so you flip them over. Then here's what really browns them up. Take some butter. Put some butter on the top. Inside, doesn't matter, wherever it goes. Butter's good for everybody. Everybody loves butter. And then let's get some taste. So let's take these little thyme sprigs. See this? Doesn't have to be perfect. Just throw these on there. No, like that. It's amazing how the chicken just sucks up this flavor. Okay? There you have it. All right, now there's your herbs. So you got your herbs. Do a little bit of this. We'll flip it over a little bit more. You see it cooking? How's everybody doing? Are we good? How many people are drinking wine right now? You drinking wine watching this? It's good, because you need to have wine while you're cooking. If you don't have wine when you're cooking, then you're not cooking. You're really not cooking. Remember I used to go get sushi down in J-Town and down in Los Angeles? And the sushi chefs, you buy them beer. Oh my God, the sushi you'd get. Wonderful. All right, so check that out. Pretty nice, huh? Here we go. Check that chicken go. You see that sucker going? All right, now what you want this to do is you want it to kind of fry. So we're going to cook it up hot. We want this to be hot. We want it to be real, real hot. Not so much. These guys are going to burn. These guys, not so much. You want this to burn and cook hot, fast, because it keeps the juices in. And that's really what we're looking for here. We don't want some dry chicken. You serve some people some dry chicken, they're going to look at you and be like, yeah, that's good, but you suck. Okay? And I don't want you guys to suck. I want you to have some good food. Even if you're just cooking for yourself, if you're like totally stoned, you've been out smoking the bong hits, or the marijuana cigars, and you want to have like a nice chicken thing, because chicken and butter, whoo, yeah, okay, so we're going to have some good food going for you. Be back in a sec. All right, so check that out. The liquid's burnt out, and now you've got your chicken just going. So what I do when I want to flip these guys, and really you want to touch it, it's nice, this chicken's good. Look how brown that is. No, not so much, but whatever. You take these herbs on top, flip them over. That's what you want, that pretty brown, going down, brown to downtown. Here we go. Now we put the lid back on. Oh, did I get you, cameraman? Look at the potatoes. Look at these guys. You just keep putting them in here. You keep flipping them around. Okay, don't be eating them. They're not Doritos. Not yet. You can't eat them yet. And when you get them out, they're really hot, so don't put them in your mouth if you're like totally loaded, because you're going to burn your mouth and you get blisters, and then you're going to go to the doctor. The doctor's going to look in your mouth and say, oh my God, COVID-19. He's going to stick you in a ventilator. And you're going to be like, no, I just totally loaded and put hot potatoes in my mouth. And you'd be like, no, you weren't. COVID-19. Yeah, you got to go. You got to go down there with all those other people that are COVID-19. There's all these people sitting in this room going, no, I cut myself shaving, and he said, no, COVID-19. And I put hot potatoes on my mouth, it was COVID-19. It's really weird. Isn't it weird? Okay. All right. So it's like 2 minutes later. Look at this. Look at that in the pan here. Now, the nice thing is, you could always do, so if you don't want to do potatoes, you can make rice. And you see all this stuff in the pan here? It's really nice. What you can do with that, look at that. Oh yeah, here they go. Look at that, looking nice. You can take that, and you can put a little bit of butter in there, and maybe a little bit of chicken stock if you have it, or normal people, put a little water in there, and stir it around, and let it boil, and it comes down, and it makes something you can put onto rice, and it tastes actually really good. It's food. Like, wow man, food. So, check out our potatoes now. Looking good. See how they're starting to clump together? That's what we're looking for. These guys are done. These guys are ready to go. Waiting for the chicken. Look at our salad. And we got some kale. We are good. What else do we need? Ice cream! Yeah! Okay. We'll be back. All right, baby. Here's you got it. We got the chicken. We're going to bring it out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at those guys. And here's the one we really filleted. Look at how that turned out. And then put these herbs on there just when you're serving. Now I pulled the potatoes out already. Because they're nice. But if you really want to have some fun and something tasty, take those potatoes, put them in here. Look at this stuff. Put the potatoes in here, okay? And all that flavor gets on those potatoes. Cook them around for just like a minute. Put them back here. But here's our dinner. Check it out. Chicken breast, you got your potatoes, you got your kale, you got your salad. Okay? easy. How are you going to tell me that's not easy? You can do it. Yeah! COVID-19 dinners. Here we go.